You know what really sucks? When you leave your 4G on and you walk into Canada. I might have gouged myself financially just by passing in there. Well, these foreboding clouds don't look very nice. You're heading to Minnesota now. We'll be almost there. Almost there. Almost there, Coite. Got you a nice little wash though, huh? Alright, onward. I am the little red point right there, and I need to go like to the east before I go down south on 281. Jeez, I'm like following the storm. What I'm gonna do is kind of take it easy for the moment, take a break. This is going to be a very long day.
Passing through the Devil's Lake area, which holds the largest natural body of water in North Dakota. Dakota Sioux natives historically populated the shores of this lake and named it Minnewakan. Minne directly translates to water. The state of Minnesota is named after the Minnesota River. Minnesota means cloudy water, possibly due to the fact that when it converges with Mississippi, it's much cloudier. Wakan would translate to spirit or sacred. When Europeans arrived, they misconstrued the name to mean Bad Spirit Lake, bad due to the fact of the high salinity of the lake that makes it unfit to drink. Bad Spirit Lake was translated to Devil's Lake, the current namesake today. The Devil's Lake area serves as a huge North Dakotan hotspot for hunting and fishing. When it comes to fishing, it is home to some of the top perch fishing lakes in the US. And as an angler, let me tell you, perch are some of the tastiest freshwater fish you can find in America, and you'll never find it in a restaurant. You must be fortunate enough to catch and clean them yourself to eat them, and even when you do, they're normally very small compared to other desirable freshwater fish like walleye and bass. Devil's Lake is claimed the perch capital of the world, where perch weighing more than 2 pounds are caught frequently. When it comes to hunting, they say within minutes of your doorstep you'll come across ducks, geese, grouse, partridge, and pheasants. Migratory birds have what's called a flyway that goes right through North Dakota. Flyways are what migrating birds, or even insects in some cases, use to move between their breeding grounds and their overwinter regions. While traveling on their flyways, migratory birds will stop for the night at bodies of water, of which there are many in North Dakota, including Devil's Lake. If you look at a map of the wildlife refuges in the U.S., the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service maintains a large concentration of land in North Dakota. This is all to administer the land for protection and conservation of wildlife threatened with extinction, wildlife breeding grounds, and other crucial geographically ecologically sustaining habitats. The entire southern half of the lake is home to the Spirit Lake Reservation. After the Dakota War in 1862 in Minnesota, during the time of the expeditions into the Dakota Territory that we talked about for the last 2 episodes, Native Americans, involved or not in the war, had been expelled from the entire southern half of Minnesota, with the exception of a few non-related non-combatant tribes. When this occurred, the exodus brought an influx of expelled tribes to the region, and that brought infighting, leading many tribal leaders to be killed or deposed. Chief Standing Buffalo, the more pacifist leader of the expelled Dakota, was one of, if not the first leader of the reservation. Many leaders of the reservation in the future were chosen by the U.S. government as a spokesperson to serve Washington's interests in the region.
Update. I'm getting really sick of rain. It's been nonstop since Devil's Lake. It's cold. It's wet. I'm cold and wet. It's past 5 o'clock. My hands are absolutely like soggy. There's no end in sight to this rain. I look like just a big smurf out there, right? That's just for my gloves. I don't understand. Just because they're wet. Found a rest area. I was actually starting to nod off. I was starting to get sleepy. I had like a small Red Bull and then a 12-ounce Red Bull earlier today, I don't think I should have any more caffeine today. It doesn't seem to be doing me any good when it wears off. Oh, it's probably because of the quality of sleep that I got last night. So I am gonna take a minute, check some maps, check the weather, change batteries and stuff. Yeah, I'm tired, I'm sleepy. Yeah, I can just sleep in this bench right now. Rest in the rest area. I don't want to be a downer, but this sucks. I mean, the rain has made North Dakota a little more interesting to go through. Today was not supposed to be a very good day anyway. The whole eastern half of each of the Dakotas is boring, and I'm almost across. And then, as soon as I start getting into Minnesota, then I'll start getting into the trees and the coniferous forests that we have in the northern part of the state. And I really hope that my forehead isn't turning blue.